Being a musician can mean a bunch of things. It all comes down to just being an artist, you know? I think of myself as an artist. I think I express myself through art. I always knew that whatever it was I wanted to do was gonna be in a field of art. I grew up in a musical household. My dad used to DJ at parties and things, so growing up, we always had like a bunch of musical equipment in the house, like turntables and like cassette machines, and I used to make cassette mixtapes with my dad growing up. And so I was always exposed to music, and from an early age, I always had a very strong relationship with sound. I started listening to a lot of alternative rock, and I got into metal and like thrash and things like that. That was when my mom was like, what the hell are you listening to? But, you know, I think that it's only done good for my musical, I guess, experience, because I then started to realize that there's beauty in distortion. So those parts of rock or funk or anything of that matter, I try to incorporate into my music because it makes up who I am as an artist. Growing up in New York taught me that there are gonna be trends, and that if you don't keep up with them, then you're gonna be left behind. With my project Transit, I wanted to focus less on those trends and more on making something that completely derails that whole idea. It's about making timeless art to me. The radio here is very important. Just going down the block and hearing bachata at the bodega, or hearing reggae at the soul food spot or the Jamaican spot. That's something that you could only really get from being in such a diverse city as New York. Success for me when it comes to art is making something that maybe no one would have imagined to exist, and having it touch people in a way that, you know, is inspiring, you know? And I want to inspire young people, especially young people like myself, young people of color, to make art, and for them to know that you can make a living making art. I think another part of the equation is giving back to those people, you know?
Keep it, name, hit it, mouth wide shut, the state you feel, not side, on, tight, air, gas in your lens, ain't clear, hey, black in the dark with the fangs, walk like Mike with the cane, I rolled out from the cave, so fall back if you need, whoa, no cap, shut, talk, no grams to the way, boy, still act, talk, watch, you get cropped off screen, I was in the phase with the protos, why you on stage, nigga, go home, you was champagne with the polos, I was in the campaign doing no scope, down range like a phone call, no face to the scope when it's blown off, ice on my body like Frozone, that's a cold case with a stove on, what, never that, cause in a threat, you could run a lot, was in the field, looking from the back, tryna hunt it back.